Hey guys, so I wanted to do a little video about my healing session last night. Me and Isabella are sat in the living room now. We was watching The Grinch. So if you can hear The Grinch in the background, if you can hear Isabella playing in the background, then yeah, that's what's happening. Thank you. But yeah, I didn't want to wait. I just wanted to get it out now. I wanted to talk about it now. I don't want to forget any of it. It hasn't got any batteries.
Oh, then fix it.
Oh, we'll have to fix it in a minute. So yeah, I didn't want to forget about any of it because a lot of the time when I'm channeling, I do forget. I tried to write down notes last night so I didn't forget. Next time I have a session, I'm gonna record it. So I had a healing session with one of my friends, Phoebe. So yeah, I had a healing session last night with my friend Phoebe. She's so amazing. I've had only one healing session before this one, and she is gonna be like, I can't even describe it. She's gonna be such an amazing hypnosis therapist, healer, whatever they're called, however she's gonna go about it. But she is gonna be amazing, and I know she's gonna do so well in it. And I bet she's literally like, please stop saying this on a video, but I know she is. Like, I knew from as soon as we did the first session, I already told her, I was like, I know you're gonna do amazing in this. Hello, come on. Yeah, I already knew. I said, like, this is what you're meant to be doing. And I'm so excited for her to start taking on like more clients and things like that, because she's gifted in it. And I promise the whole thing is not going to be like talking about how amazing Phoebe is, but she genuinely is. Like, she's literally, I'm so shocked. I've been doing healing on myself for about 3 years, and I pretty much got as much as I could do with myself. I couldn't go any deeper, because with other people, when I do one-on-one sessions, I can channel, I can, like, see why they're experiencing this. We can help remove blocks. It's so much easier for me to do that with other people because I can remove my ego. But sometimes when you're attached to the situation and your emotions are in it, sometimes I'm like, well, is it my emotions influencing what I'm channeling? Is it because I want this? Or are you okay? Or is it because or is it because stop it, or is it because that this is truly what I'm channeling? And sometimes my ego really blocks me in that sense of channeling for myself and getting deeper into the healing myself and trying to understand why these things are coming up again for myself. Like, it's really hard, but it's so much easier with everyone else. Like, I sometimes feel like, oh, I wish I could clone myself to do what I'm doing for me, for someone else to do what for me what I do for other people, because I don't want to just go to like a life coach that will do surface level things and like mindset coaching, because I need more than that. I need to go deeper, and I've done all of that. I've done it all myself, and it's been amazing, and I have gone very deep. But there's some things in my subconscious that I need someone to hold my hand while I'm going through it, because it's terrifying. There's a reason why it's in the subconscious, because my subconscious is trying to protect me from seeing them things again, because it traumatized me the first time, and it doesn't want me to be scared and like, panicked anymore. It wants me to feel safe, so it shuts it off from me, which is why we have a subconscious. It's a beautiful thing. It's amazing. Our mind is just so, like, it's so much more than we know. and I need someone to help me go deeper because I'm at a point where I can't do that already. It's harder for me to channel for myself, and then when there's fear on top of that, it's hard to keep pushing yourself to go deeper when you just don't feel safe and you need that support. So I love you. So I've been having sessions with other people recently. I've had a few, and it's just been so much easier for me because I feel like I'm supported, so I can go deeper and we can actually get stuff resolved rather than me like questioning everything, doubting everything, and just making myself feel worse, to be honest, because then I'm like, well, I'm trying and it's just making me feel more anxious that I'm trying and I'm not getting anywhere. So I had a session last night. My Kundalini energy has been in my throat chakra. It has been, I always said, don't want to heal my throat, don't want to heal my throat, don't want to heal my throat. I was just so frightened of it. And I didn't realise until last night that it wasn't as scary as I thought. I made it worse in my head. So last night obviously it's a hypno session, so you are able to, she guides you, and whatever comes up is what you need to like work on. And we'd already spoken about what's been happening in my life recently, because obviously when the Kundalini energy goes to a certain place in your body, in your chakras, then that's what you're healing, so them things are going to be coming up for you to heal. So recently it's been an absolute shit show in my life, not even gonna lie, like it's been insane. So yeah, it's been when I say shit show, I mean like, oh my god, my life has already been insane, and people always joke that I should write a book because it's just genuinely insane, the amount of weird shit that I've been through. I just think it's almost like when I was younger, people would be like, oh my god, your life is like Coronation Street or like EastEnders, you know, like the soap shows where just drama happens all the time for obviously entertainment, but genuinely my life was like that. But yeah, anyways, it's been a lot recently. There's just been trauma and trigger after trigger coming up for me in so many different areas all at once. Isabella has been really poorly. She was in hospital for a minute there. And now she's all better. She's been singing again. And dancing again. So it's been really scary. She's obviously not been very well, which frightened me. It brought up loads of traumas from my past and like just triggered me so much. And I felt like I couldn't deal with it because she was ill and I was frightened. I feel like because I was frightened that she was so poorly, I couldn't keep my level head on and deal with everything else at the same time. Like her being just so intensely ill, which I've never seen a child be like that before, and then obviously my own child as well, and then having to deal with all of these old beliefs and old thoughts coming in, like, is this gonna happen again, or is this gonna, you know, happen again? So it just frightened me, and I was running around like headless chicken like my old days. So I had this session last night about my throat chakra and around things that have been coming up and fears that have been coming up recently. And so basically what happened, I just think it's really interesting for other people to know what happened, because it was really like, I think other people would benefit from hearing it too. Like, I think this could be a message for other people too. And I'm going to be speaking and channeling them a lot more now. I'm able to. I just needed a minute of not channeling them. I will reveal in a minute. Because I was relying on them too much, and they said I needed to go through this on my own and do it on my own for a minute, and basically just get through this patch. So I didn't give my power away. I did it myself. And oh my days, how did you manage that? Take it off. So as I was in the session, we got took back to when I was younger. I used to live in a caravan. Bizarre life, I know. And I was feeling really claustrophobic in the caravan, and I was like basically feeling like I couldn't breathe. I felt unsafe. There was nothing there that would physically like hurt me. It was just that I felt unsafe because I felt claustrophobic, and I wasn't speaking up because I didn't want to hurt other people. I didn't want to upset other people and bother other people. So I wasn't explaining how I was feeling. And honestly, when I would look back at that, I wouldn't even remember that. I know I hated it. Everyone in my family knows I hated it. It's not like I hid. Well, I don't think I did. I don't know. But anyways, to my knowledge, I would look back and just be like, oh God, I hated that experience. But like, yeah. But then obviously in my subconscious, there was more to it. So I was basically, it came up that I was really not enjoying it, but I wasn't explaining to people the extent how much I wasn't enjoying it. Thank you. And I was scared of hurting other people. Like, we was in this situation and I didn't want other people to like add on, to add on more upset and worry and stress for other people. So I just kept it to myself. And then we went through like all this healing and, you know, how to like get rid of that. So just by speaking my truth and explaining to my mom, it all kind of went away, and I just felt better. And it actually, they were saying like, okay, so Phoebe was saying and guiding me through it and saying, well, if you told her, what would her response be? So then she like almost reversed it and like changed it so that would happen, and it was fine. It wasn't as scary as I just made it up in my head to be. And I thought that it was going to be really scary saying that, when it really wasn't. My mum was feeling the same, and I just obviously never knew that because I'd never spoke up about it. And my mum was trying to make it really fun for us all. So on the outside, we're like, oh, I'm like viewing it as everyone's having fun and I don't want to ruin anyone's fun, but I'm really struggling. But actually, speaking up made my mum feel better because she felt like, you know what, I'm feeling the same, you know, we're in it together. And we're both able to like heal that and feel better because we spoke up about it. So I felt so much better that all of the healing happened and all of that. But then a different version of myself started to come through, and I could see them because obviously I channel, and I've channeled extraterrestrials before, and I instantly knew it was my star family. So my soul originates from Sirius, which is a star planet, I guess. I don't even know much about that race, would you say? Like, I really don't know much about Sirius and Sirius people. I've never really been able to find too much about them other than they like technology. That's pretty much the only thing I've been I've not been able to find much about them. So if anyone has any information about them, then definitely let me know below, or if you have any links, you can send them to me over on Instagram. Are you okay? You dropped it. Here. So yeah, I even like channeling, because I felt so attached to it, because I wanted to know if I was from there, then I want to know what they're like. but I couldn't remove my ego enough to be able to, and like expand my mind enough to be able to be like, okay, like what is it like, what do they look like? I just haven't got to that point where I'm able to do that on that race. I think if I met someone else that it was for them, it would be easier, but who knows. For now, I normally work a lot with the Octarians and things like that, and they've been the one that's helped heal and, you know, do energy codes and stuff like that. So I'm really familiar with them. But when I saw these beings stood there in the caravan with us, I instantly knew, and I was like, oh my God. And I was almost like telling them, like, guys, why are you here? Like, you're crashing my healing session. And this lady, I don't know if she knows about aliens. I don't know if she knows you can channel them. You're going to freak her out. What are you doing? And I was like almost like arguing with them. And they were like laughing at me like, well, you know, it's meant to be how it is. And I'm like, oh my days, like, please don't frighten her. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Like, poor girl, poor Phoebe. Like, I just feel bad for her. Like, she's gonna have to deal with this. I think we've spoke about a little bit of like stuff like this before, but not in depth. So I'm like, oh my days, I don't want to frighten this poor girl. So yeah, anyways, she was saying things and they were answering, and I'm like, I started giggling. I'm like, right, Phoebe, I'm sorry, like they're coming through and I'm gonna have to like explain what's happening, because it's making me laugh, because I'm almost like nervous that they're speaking and they're here and I haven't told her. They're trying to like speak to me and like channel to me, so I'm like, okay. But before I let them come in and speak, they the young, like, so the starseed, not the starseed because I'm a starseed now, but like the version of me in that serious life came through and was just saying, I feel really scared on this planet. I feel like it's just so different. Where I'm from, it's very neutral and emotions are very neutral. So coming here feels really intimidating and scary because there's just really big emotions and I'm frightened of them. And I'd always assumed that I'm really fearful of like loud shouting and like scariness and anger because of some trauma that I've been through. It never occurred to me that it would be something different. And again, I'm like trying to heal everything I know, but when you don't know it and you can't remember, you can't heal it. So well, you don't have a way of like knowing what you're meant to be healing. You're just like, okay, release it, but I don't know what I'm meant to be doing, you know. So that part of me was coming through and just saying, you know, like I felt so intimidated by being here because it's just, everything is so loud and everything is just like, the emotions are just, I kept saying it's just like the emotions are really loud and big and I don't like them. Oh, you okay? Isabella fell. So we was talking about emotions and like I was saying like that part of myself was saying like people don't really understand me here, like they really think I'm like dumb, like because I don't know what they know and like what they expect me to know, like in like a school kind of like way, like in an education way. I'm not up to par with what they think I should be doing, but I know way more. Like I'm so connected to energy and emotions and like spiritually I'm so advanced. It's really hard to put me in this little body where everyone just doesn't see that and everyone doesn't see that things are different, and it was just hard for me to adapt and be in this world where people really value different things, and I just wasn't understanding like why people wasn't understanding the emotional and energetic side of things. But I didn't have the knowledge and understanding and the voice to even explain all of this because I'm a child, and then that made it really hard because growing up, I really was the stupid one and like the dumb one, because I've grown up with being dyslexic and not thinking how everyone else thinks, and them like school trying to figure out a different way to teach me so I'd understand, because the way that they teach you is just stupid and I don't get it. Like just like spelling and reading and just everything I was so behind in, and people just like almost assume that I was just stupid, and they didn't really ever expect anything good from me because they didn't ever think I could achieve good. And that small younger version of myself was like, I am so good, like I'm so knowledgeable in things that would amaze them, and like it would just blow their mind away, but they just don't see any of that because the like verbal side of me on this planet and like the denseness of the vibrations and just everything is almost collapsing on me, and it's really hard. So it's just like I felt really sad for like my younger self, because I don't remember a lot from when I was younger at all, to be honest, and I always remember just feeling like the stupid one, like why does everyone feel like I'm so stupid? But like it's almost like I was so like loud on the inside, and like why did people not see this, but I was so quiet to everyone else. But then they was explaining about like emotions and like what does excitement feel like to you, and that just feels like anxiety. Like every time I've been excited in the past, it's just filled with anxiety, and it affects my life, like genuinely affects my life, because I try and get excited but it just gets overrided is I think is the right word, like with anxiety, and just like the anxiety then controls everything because I just can't see past that, and like I feel like excited for like a split second, and then it's just dread and anxiety and panic and like this horrible feeling. And asking that version of myself, like the galactic version of myself, like what is excitement to you, like because they was talking from a vibrational point of view, and I was just saying it's really shaky and loud and I don't like it. And then they were saying, okay, so what is anger to you? Because Phoebe was trying to explain, because I was saying I don't like the extreme emotions. That's what came up. So Phoebe was trying to explain, okay, so what is extreme emotions? And I said anger and excitement, they're very extreme. Again, coming from a neutral planet where everything is quite neutral, I can see now why it must have been why it was hard for me in this environment. And even to this day, like literally today's the only day where I feel better, where I didn't even realize how much it was like controlling me. But when Phoebe said, okay, so what does fear feel like for you? And I was saying really shaky and like dense but still loud, and I don't like it. So like excitement and fear felt so similar to me. I just sneezed so it looked like I was crying, but I didn't. Okay, so after realizing that it's a different thing, like excitement and fear was different, and showing that younger version of myself that it's very different, it's not as scary as I thought, and just showing her the difference, it just made all the difference. And now I feel like instantly I just felt all the fear lift off me, and all that anxiety and all of the closed like horrible feeling, like of like it was all in my throat and on my shoulders, in my chest, like all of this area of just feeling restricted and scared and like anxious, and I couldn't breathe, and all of that just lifted off me, and I just felt like free. And I know it sounds so like extreme, but genuinely that's how it made me feel. Like it really made me feel like, oh my god, I can breathe. Like, I didn't even realise how much this was suffocating me and how nervous I was about emotions. So in the past, me and my partner never argue. We never have a reason to argue. We're both really good at communicating. And there was one time where he slightly changed the tone of his voice. Not shouting, not like any of that. He just slightly changed the tone of his voice and I freaked. Like, it frightened me so intensely, like so much, like literally I felt like I was gonna die. Like, and I know that sounds really dramatic and annoying, but like it genuinely, I was so frightened. And I obviously told him, I think I told him, I don't want to be your friend anymore, like a child. And then he was just like, it's okay, like, you know, we're just having a discussion, like, it's okay. And obviously he made sure I was okay, and he's never been horrible to me. And I know he would never be horrible to me, but like, just that, it felt scary. Like, it was really scary, and it didn't make logical sense to be scared of it, because he has never shown me like he is any type of scariness. Like, he's always been so nice, and he's always been really understanding and like very like non-judgmental and just amazing. And I know that's really sloppy for me to say, and he would literally hate me saying that on here, but it's true. And myself, I always just thought, well, it's probably because I've seen scary men, and I always thought that that was what it was. And like I get scared when like men shout, because I do. But now seeing it from this point of view, like they was explaining, like not like different emotions don't have to feel as intense and scary as you feel like they are. They are just emotions, and feeling anger, feeling excitement are very safe. It's just feeling a different range of emotion, and it's healthy to feel like that and express it in a safe way. It doesn't mean that people are going to start throwing punches and like screaming in your face and like throwing things, and it doesn't mean aggression. It doesn't mean like scary things are about to happen. It just means that there's a difference in an opinion, and they're expressing it, and they're making sure that they feel heard and validated and seen. And that's it, really. They're just feeling an emotion and being honest about what they're feeling, which is beautiful and amazing. But yeah, it's just, I feel like it's literally that one session has changed my life so much, because I was so frightened of every different emotion. Like, I always have said, I hate confrontation. Like, I'm just so frightened of the emotions. But then being able to show me and explain to that galactic side of myself that it does not have to feel as extreme. It does not have to feel very scary. It's just a different emotion that you're not maybe used to. You've come from a place where everything is very neutral, and now you're feeling all of these different emotions. It's overwhelming. You're feeling even more because you're so tapped in spiritually, and you're very empathic, so you're feeling everyone's emotions, and it's just too much sometimes. And then obviously if it's someone close to you that you love, it feels even harder, because you're just so deeply intertwined with them that it just feels even scarier. And they was just explaining, like, you have been asking for help. You've wanted to heal these things, but you didn't even realise, like, we've been giving you all the help. Like, we've been giving you all the ideas, and you have been writing them all down on your phone and not doing any of them. So they did tell me a little bit, tell me off a little bit. Phoebe was just saying, you know, like, what does Abby need to hear then to get through this stage, you know, and to help her. and they were saying, we have already been given her the ideas and she's hearing them because she's writing them all down, but she's not taking action on them. She's not implementing them because she's fearful. It's not exciting. It's like a glimpse of excitement and then just, oh, I'm too scared, it's scary, and like all these emotions, and I just go into like the almost panicky mode and I try and suppress it by ignoring it, but I just won't, do it. But I wasn't consciously saying like, oh no, this is scary, I'm not going to do it. I was putting it off, and they were saying you're too logical about things, you're over analyzing everything, like you can't see why this would work in your situation right now, but you can't see what we're seeing. You've asked for us for help, we're giving you the ideas that are going to help you, we're going to take care of the rest. You just need to do what we're trying to give you for help, and if you don't want to do it, don't do it. You don't need to, but like we're trying to gift you these ideas that are going to be extremely amazing for people and help people, and it's going to be amazing, but we can't bring them other people to you that you need to support that until you're showing that you're taking it on, this action, like, and they was literally saying like, we're giving you everything, but you're not taking the action. We can't physically come there and take the action for you. So by changing that excitement and anxiety into just excitement and feeling like, okay, I feel supported by them and I know that they are around me, I know that it's a different thing now and I'm safe, it doesn't feel as like this is really freaking like scary, it feels more like I'm supported and I don't really mind now if it doesn't do like amazing, because I know I'm so supported by them. So I took my energy off of the outcome and I've put it onto, I'm so supported, I feel so excited for the first time about implementing these things and just really going for it without that fear anymore. Like I've never done things without fear. Even like YouTube, like it looks like, how are you frightened of speaking up because you've done YouTube for like 2 years now? I'm so frightened and I still do it, but then taking it to the next step and getting more people to see it by doing the things they've been telling me to do feels very fearful, and it just feels like, I don't know, it just felt like anxiety, and it just felt like, oh, what if it doesn't work? Like I'll look like an idiot, or what if it does work and people really see it? Like it's so weird. Like I remember one time this person was about to book in with me, and I even was saying it in the session, and I was like, oh my god, please don't book in, please don't book in, please don't book in. And I was so scared, and like I'd asked for it for ages, and then when they was about to do it, I was like, please don't, because I was so frightened of like, okay, what next? I've asked for all this success, but what next? What do I do? And because I just never gotten over that stage of like the fear, so I just didn't know what happened next. And like I was so frightened of like, I know that my gifts are so freaking strong, I know I help so many people, I've already done it, and I had then as well, but what if I've just made all this up in my head, and what if I'm really crap? And just imposter syndrome so extremely, like, what if I can't do it? What if like they pay and then they just think I'm crap? Like all these scary thoughts. And then they're like, I was saying, like, if they didn't pay, I'd just rather help them for like free, so then they can't have any expectations on me. But then that's taking away my worth and my value, and like, how am I meant to support myself if I'm not taking funds and things like that, So like, don't put your self-worth down because you're fearful. And then also the people that you're meant to be helping, that's in your soul contract that you're meant to be helping, you're not going to be able to reach them because you're putting yourself down, and you feel like you're like meant to be doing it. You have this inner knowing that you're meant to be doing this, but then you're over analyzing everything and thinking like, but what if I'm just not meant to do it? And like, what if I'm being an idiot by doing all of this and putting myself out there and they or everyone else on the internet looks like they're meant to be doing it, you know, like I believe they are. But what if I'm not, and it's all in my head, and like I'm literally just meant to just shut up and be in the background? But it's not true. If you have a desire, you have it for a reason. And I'm so excited now to move forward and to speak. Like I feel like I can speak without panicking anymore. Like I literally feel like I wanted to talk forever. I've never felt so empowered by talking before, and literally that makes me feel emotional. Like I've never felt so free and less restricted, and like I'm not worried about anything that's coming out of my mouth. I'm not worried that like people are gonna see it. I'm not worried that people are gonna think like, what an absolute idiot, like why is she talking about that? I'm not worried that I've openly said that I was worried once upon a time and I didn't want clients because I was scared. I'm not worried about it because I know that I'm amazing and I've helped so many people. My gifts are so freaking incredible that I know that I'm going to help thousands of millions and whatever it is of people. And I can openly say that now because I'm not afraid of it. And my gifts can be quite intimidating at times because they are a little bit intense. And when they was speaking these things and like I allow them to channel through me, and I don't often do that because I feel like I can only do it with certain beings that I feel safe enough to do it. But I felt safe enough because it was my star family and I knew it was. So I feel like I'm going to explore that a little bit more. I feel like confident enough to do that. I feel less fearful. I'm excited to show you guys the list of things that I've been wanting to release but not released it because I've been, again, so fearful. And I'm excited for you guys to come on this journey with me. I've been doing this now for 2 years, and every like day has been a learning journey. Sometimes I feel stuck, sometimes I feel inspired, sometimes I feel unstoppable, sometimes I'm just like I want to hide away. I've always put myself out there and spoke about the things I'm fearful of and almost like force myself to be vulnerable because I want to be so transparent in I am not perfect, and I know I'm not perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to pretend to you guys that my life is picture perfect. I'm so perfect. I'm on a pedestal. You know, like I'm so like, are you okay? I'm so like just amazing and everyone wants to be like me, and you know, it's unattainable, it's just unrealistic, it's not real. I don't want to be like that. I've shown you the shit things and I want to show you like the good things now, and I want to be able to like teach you and give you my knowledge and my gifts too. So I'm really excited, and honestly, if you've got to this part of the video, then freaking go you, because it's been a freaking long. But I feel really, really free. I'm really passionate and I'm getting emotional. And I'm just excited because I know I'm going to help so many people now. And that's just, I've been held back by them, the lack of understanding and the lack of knowledge about the things, about emotions and things like that. But now I feel safe enough in them emotions. I feel like I can just explore more. You know, it was coming up last night in the session where I feel like I feel more curious. I don't feel as fearful with exploring things. Like I feel more curious about things now and like experiencing different emotions and what would that be like and what would that be like. And I feel like that's so amazing. I've never felt like that before. I've always really done everything in my power to make everyone else feel better and to make sure even if it upsets me, I will still do it because I don't want to ever upset people. And even if like I'm making myself sad, I do it because I'm so scared of rocking the boat, and I don't feel like that anymore. I'm like, bring it on, you know? Let's experience these emotions. Let's go for it. If the next video I'm sobbing and crying and be like, what the hell? Then it's just gonna have to do that. But I'm really excited about it. And I'm just gonna tell you guys now, don't put money in your mouth. I seen it on here. I did. Can I have it? Thank you. Very good girl for giving to mummy, okay?
I can have one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys know now. I can feel that they're here and they're like, come on, do it. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing maybe a Patreon, some sort of thing that's monthly. So basically the idea that they give me was to do a monthly call. So I'm going to be doing like a Zoom call with a group of people, and whatever you're going through, whatever you're struggling with, whatever you just need questions to, then you can like put your hand up, and then I'll pick people from the call. I'm going to try and pick quite a lot. I don't want to just be like one person each call. I want to really spend time with you guys and get to know you who's viewing these videos, and channel whatever you need to know at that time, like the answers to your questions, to help you improve your life and to help you move forward. Whereas for me, someone just gave me the gift last night of healing this thing so I can improve my life. Like now my life is so incredible, so much better just by one call last night, and it's only the morning, you know, and I already just feel so much more better, and I want to be doing that. And I already have one-on-one sessions over on my Etsy, which are amazing, and they're incredible. Like literally, like they get such insane results, and I just love it. So that's going to be staying there. But I wanted to incorporate something where sometimes people don't really have like a lot going on. They just have one thing, and they're like, do I really need a full 2-hour session for this, or can I just quickly, you know, hop on a call? It's going to be more accessible to people because it's obviously going to be a lower price. I'm not sat with an individual person for 2 hours of my time. So it's going to just be easier for a lot of more people to join on. So there's going to be a call for that each month, like a collective call. And then there's also going to be another call. I wanted to do it for like the start of the month or the end of the month. I wanted to do where we all jump on a call and set our intentions, what we want for that, like the rest of the month. So like if it was like the end of the month, we could do it for, okay, so next month, what are we going to achieve? Like what do we want? Whether that is healing in a healing aspect or a manifestation aspect, it's like, what do we want to achieve? And then not only that, I don't want it to just be like a full moon ritual. It's not anything like that. It's like getting clear on what we want, setting our intentions, and then after that I want to do a channel to see, okay, is anyone blocked to get this goal? Is anyone fearful of it, so like they're gonna almost self-sabotage? And then I want to go in and do a healing on everyone, you know, collectively, a group healing. Okay, let's clear all these blocks then, because I want you to be successful. I want you to really achieve them goals. I don't want you to just be like, there's been so many times where I'm like, oh my God, I don't know why I'm not moving forward. And again, I've said before, it's hard for me to channel for myself a lot of the times. So it's like, I just need someone there, and then you get on a group call, and then everything is like, again, like I said before, like very mindset, which is insanely amazing. And I'm not bashing that. I think it's like, it's life-changing. But sometimes you need to know deeper things. Like sometimes it's not something that, it's just mindset, you know. Sometimes it's a bit deeper, and it's in your subconscious, and you can't always get to that deep part of your subconscious. Someone needs to help you get there. And I fully stand by that. And I remember just going from different people like, oh, no one has what I want. Like, I want right now. Like, no one has this call where you can just go on and like actually get it all in the same place, not just being told, but also healing it. Like, and I have all of them gifts, and that sounds really bizarre, like in a big-headed way, not like that, but like I just want to give you guys what I wanted and not waste your money and waste your time and just be like, okay, so now I've told you what you need to heal, now you need to book in with me separately to heal it. Like, I don't like that. I feel like it's just for the money, and I don't want to do that. So I just want to put it all together in a more accessible way and give it to you guys on a... I'm thinking Patreon because I think it'll be easier. I don't have enough subscribers yet to do a monthly membership on YouTube. So I guess Patreon will be the best way. I'll have to do some research in today. I did look into Patreon, but I'm like, yeah, I can't really do that yet. But now I feel inspired and I'm excited, and I really hope you guys can feel the value in that too. I'm gonna go ahead and sort that all out, and yeah, I think that's it for the video. Are you gonna say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, you're on Pepper.
Oh my God.
Oh, look, what do you say? Bye bye.
Got jellies. Got jellies.
What? You got strawberries? Why do you always talk about strawberries?
Got baby bop.
Baby bop.
Got pepper.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my inspirational list. I've got so much to come then, you know, it's gonna be really cool. And if you guys are interested in the Patreon, comment below. If you guys have been watching my channel but not subscribed yet, then this is the inspiration to do that, because, you know, there's nothing holding you back. There's nothing holding me back anymore. I feel like I'm ready for it. And yeah, just support my channel by subscribing and just interacting with it. It's free to do. It doesn't, you know, take a lot of time out of your day. It's just simply supporting someone's dream and someone's channel, and that's going to help other people that need help see my channel. And I really honestly, like, it means a lot to me when just one subscriber, it like makes my day, because I know that that's just going to get my channel bigger and bigger to help people that are like, they're feeling like I did, where they're just needing this group of people that are supporting me and like what I need, rather than spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds on all the different courses and all of the different things, all the different teachings to try and learn about how to heal these things. I feel like I've just not wasted so much money, because I haven't. See you soon. I've not wasted money, but I don't want other people to have to spend that much money to get healed. I want it to be accessible for a bigger group of people. But anyways, that's enough of me chatting, my new voice. And I'm excited because now my Kundalini chakra, I felt it move last night. It's gone up to my third eye, and that just means my gifts are going to get even stronger for you guys. So yeah, make sure you follow along in my journey. I have an Instagram as well. I don't post as much on Instagram, but I think I'm going to start doing some Q&As soon to see what you guys want to know and things like that. So make sure you go and follow me over on there. And yeah, comment on some of my stuff so I know that you're there and that it's you guys, and just let me know, and then I'll start doing some Q&As of what you guys are interested in, what you guys want to know about me or talk about or whatever it is. And I'm excited. This is a good time. It's nearly Christmas, so let's get in the festive spirit and heal. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you have the best day ever, and I'm sending you so much of my amazing happy energy today, and hoping you all feel it through the screen of like a big giant hug. Bye.